Dear Derry, here we are on Sunday. It's always a lovely, lovely Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. It's the Sunday before Halloween. What are you going to call it? Anyway, the very last of my tea, and I still have my iPad on. Oh, I'm starting to figure this stuff out. I think I'm at like 167 subscribers now. It doesn't seem that long ago that I passed 100 subscribers, and now 167. So it's definitely growing. So thank you all. I know it's unusual to put out a thank you at 167, but there you go. Have it nonetheless. Thank you. We were just they just played Hocus Pocus on ABC Family, I think. And like I said, normally I don't watch TV, but I really love the scene where they're at the dance where all the parents are, and the witches, the Sanderson sisters, start doing their little, Hocus Pocus dance thing where they curse all the parents to dance until they die. I really like that scene because, it's Bette Midler. I mean, that's fantastic. I'm gay. I have to love Bette Midler. I think it's in a contract somewhere that if I'm gay, I have to like Bette Midler. Anyway, I like that scene. Well, I saw it was on, and I was like, oh, hey, dude, Hocus Pocus. That's a really cool thing. And then I realized it was like right at the beginning. I was like, oh, God. So we had to watch until the song. Had to watch until the song, and then wound up watching the rest of it. Anyway, so yeah, good thing. I still cry when the cat dies at the end. Oh, that poor cat. He really he looked much better as a cat, and I'm not just saying that because of the whole furry thing, but it just he looked like a doofus when he turned back into when he became a human ghost. Anyway, he just looked better as a cat. So what else is there? We did it wasn't officially a costume thing for the podcast when we did it on, I think, Friday. The Into the Portal podcast. I had just there was the first roundtable that the guys at Sony had done for EverQuest Next. Everybody was talking about Omid's haircut. Truth be told, I think I started that because I think I was the first person to mention it. Anyway, so I did not want to be outdone by Omid. So I borrowed my housemate's rainbow sparkle wig. No, not rainbow sparkle. Twilight sparkle. I don't know. The ponies. I don't know them. I know there's... Never mind. That's going to get inappropriate. It's inappropriate, but it's a perfect segue into what happened this morning. So, there's a lot of artists who draw... I don't know if Applejack, the My Little Pony, Applejack. I think in the cartoon, Applejack is a girl. I see a lot of artists who draw Applejack as a boy. A very big boy. And it reminds... Just, like I said, it's a segue into what I heard this morning. I was at Marie Callender's doing the Sunday brunch buffet, as usual. My housemate was off getting some more of the little waffles that they have, and somebody at the next table said, I had to read it to make sure that I'm saying it correctly. The guy at the next table said, "It's swinging like an apple in a sock," and I was like, what is he describing? Because, I've got a very clear image of exactly what that looks like and what would do that. Granted, I used to work at a stable, so I see that sort of thing all the time. But I'm just like, what is he talking about? Oh my God, and why is he talking about it here? Anyway, could be worse. There's my next... That's segue number 2. So wonderful, wonderful buddy over in Scotland who I think right now, hopefully, is asleep. Because as of like an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago, he was like, "Oh God, I have to go to work in 6 hours. I'm still not asleep yet." By the time this is encoded and uploaded and processed, it'll be time for him to be clocking in. But since he was having trouble going to sleep, I suddenly remembered that I had. Okay. He also wanted to know why I had recorded this story. So here's story time about a story that I did once. I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't write it. When I worked at Electronic Arts the first time, this would be when I was working on Tiger Woods 07 in 2006, when I first started working there. One of my bosses, Steve was his name, he had a story that his grandfather used to read to him when he was very young called It Could Be Worse. And he knew I wanted to be a voice actor, so he asked me to do an audiobook because he'd heard me do the kind of the old man Pepperidge Farm voice, and he wanted me to read It Could Be Worse in the Pepperidge Farm voice. So that's what I did. I recorded it for him. I didn't have my setup like I have now, but anyway, so I recorded it for him so that he could just play it for his kid. I'm like, why don't you just read it to your son? I mean, your grandfather read it to you. Why don't you read it to your son? Because instead of getting me to read it to your son or something. I mean, just more parental bonding. And he's like, I just want to hear it. I said, well, fine, I'll do it right now. He's like, no, I want to record him. Like, you are lazy shit. Lazy Schmidt. Okay, so I recorded it, and I still have it up on my site, and I've got it broken into individual MP3s, but I'll put the link below to it. What else is there to talk about? This week we've got Halloween coming up, my favoriteest of holidays. Did a bit of a photo shoot yesterday with a friend of mine. We're going to do another one tomorrow because he said that the photos we took yesterday came out really, really well, and he wants to do some more tomorrow. So hopefully that comes through the way it's supposed to. Another guy I just forgot his name. Damn it, I knew it up until the point that I was going to say it. Anyway, he took the Galactic Guide narrations that I have done for Star Citizen, the ones that I've done so far, and he was saying that, at least I think he was saying, that for foreigners, which I was like, well, don't call yourself a foreigner. But anyway, he was like, it's difficult to really parse whatever it is that I'm saying in the recordings. So what he did was I think he said he normalized it, which in Audacity, I have seen the normalize feature under effects. I have no idea what it does. But anyway, so he said he normalized it. Then he went through and he edited out all the breath sounds, because when I'm recording the thing, you can hear me, when I'm taking a really deep breath to try to get the next, paragraph out or whatever. And so he said he took all of those out, which I was thinking about doing anyway, because it doesn't make a lot of sense for an AI to have breath sounds like that. But then I thought, well, why wouldn't we have? I mean, no, an AI doesn't need to breathe, but maybe that's part of the next step to making them sound more alive. So if they sound like they actually have to, occasionally take a breath, I don't know. But the breath set, he went through and he took them out, and then he put kind of this, it almost sounds like the male version of GLaDOS. Anyway, I'll put the link to the thing below, because he robofied them, and it's pretty cool. It sounds really neat. So I'll definitely show that to you guys. But aside from that, we are pushing 9.5 minutes here, in about maybe 8 seconds or so. And I don't really have much else to talk about at this point. And it is 20 minutes after 11, so by the time this encodes and everything, it'll be midnight, if not later. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, which will be Monday night. Are you ready for some football or some shit like that? I don't know. Anyway, so I will talk to you guys later on, and till then, because the wind is really starting. That wasn't wind, that was a car. But the wind also is starting to pick up really, really high around here. It's just severe weather. I really get energized and jazzed in severe weather and windstorms and stuff. It's just calm. I gotta calm down. Until next time, be careless.